Good evening, welcome to your Monday night update. I am Ads here from Unity Trading Group, and welcome. First and foremost, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you can. Every like, every subscription helps us out a lot, helps us get the word out there, helps us share this valuable information with as many people as possible. We've got all of our links down in the description down below. You can find us on TradingView, you can find us in Discord, and you can find us and all of our helpful guides on our website, www.unitydradinggroup.com. So, without further ado, BTC USD, I've put a very short-term level of demand in there because that's what it is. It is short-term. While we have respected the very last daily level of supply right up top from 19k to 19,650-ish. There we are, right at the top here, from there to there. And it has been a very interesting run, and it has been a very impressive run, and the momentum is still okay for this last little bit. So what we're seeing now, we're seeing a rejection here at 19,000, and we are getting some more respected candles at this very short-term level of demand at about 17.8. Admittedly, I have picked up a small bag at 17.8, and I'm waiting to see what this does. Are we going to see a higher high, or are we going to see this rejected once more? If we're going off some of the last data that we've seen at levels of supply for BTC, it would indicate that we are probably going to push through this thing and continue higher. However, I'm not letting the cat out of the bag just yet. I am waiting to see if we do make a higher high in terms of this structure here, and it's looking like we are moving towards that supply right now. There's not much to say beside that. If we go to the line chart, there isn't a valid trend line that we can draw to the upside. So we are at the mercy of this price action over the next couple of hours, if not the next day or so. It looks to me that BTC is taking a little bit of a break in the way of price action, just to let the altcoins flurry. And we have seen substantial uptrends on XRP, on ADA, BNB as well, and there's some other ones also that are amongst that movement to the upside. It's actually been a pretty good weekend, come Monday as well. So it's been very, very profitable, and of course it's been the volume's been decent. I was going to say it has been liquid, but it's not quite. However, it's been decent, and I say it's not liquid is because in the way of stuff like ADA and XRP, for example, we've seen those massive volatile candles, swinging percentages in the double digits in one candle. So not quite liquid, however, the rewards have been quite decent. Right now for BTC, in any case, I'm waiting for some price action to really retest this level of supply. Are we going to make a higher high? Are we also going to get rejected for a second time here? It remains to be seen. We have been respected quite nicely on this short-term level of demand, which is a good sign for the upside. However, I'm not counting my pennies just yet, and I will not discount any further downside as well. BTC, in all, does need a pullback. It does need movements to the downside. 6.8 would be the next level of demand that I'm looking at, pending the break of this level of demand in purple here. So it is interesting, and it is something that I'm looking at, to be honest. If we move up into the daily time frame, it doesn't give us a whole lot of information. However, we are still on this massive upwards trajectory, and we haven't made any waves in the indicator department. When I say that, Steamroller is still quite overbought. The CCI is still trending above that middle band, and of course the RSI is quite high at around this 80 level as well. And I don't remember a time where it was this high for this long. So it has been quite impressive, and it has been fueled, of course, by the global financial situation, and of course the US elections and the decline of the DXY value and a lot of the bits and pieces that we see in the world currently. So this is a good explainer and a good primer for something in the future if we see something of this nature happen again in our lifetime. It's not likely, but however, a decent history lesson for our future selves if this does happen again. However, with BTC, Like I said, waiting for some more upside, waiting for some more downside. We are sitting in between two levels of supply and a demand. So we are in no man's land right now. And that was a terrible circle. We are in no man's land right now. And I'm waiting to see what direction this does move in. Like I said to you, I've taken a small position here at 17,750, and I'm waiting for a pending market structure update for BTC. Moving on, Ethereum USD been surging to the upside. It did blast past that 500 psychological resistance level that we spoke about last week, and Ethereum has been doing quite well. We have pushed through this level of supply, so we did move through over the course of the weekend, have our pullback towards that 27 fib extension, and of course, because that supply was broken prior, we are moving towards the upside, and we are at that 138% fib extension now, and more than likely looking towards that $590, $600 area for Ethereum. $600 is going to be an interesting level because, again, it is that round number psychological resistance level, and it looks like, honestly, it is moving towards that, regardless of what the indicators are saying. We are overbought, obviously, for a lot of these pairs. But regardless of what they're saying, a higher level of supply is above us at 590 to 600, and we are moving towards that quite convincingly at the moment. The last one we'll have a look at tonight, concluding our update, is the DXY. Obviously, a regulated market. This is not financial advice, and of course, just ideas and opinions of Team UTG. Need to work on my speech tonight. With the DXY, still teetering around that level of demand, and of course, with the surgence of the SPX, and of course the All Ordinaries 0.5% on both today over the course of today's trading day. It is no surprise that we are sitting at this level of demand still on the DXY, and of course, if we are to expect anything, we are eating away this demand quite substantially now, and I'm waiting to see if this is going to break to the downside, and I probably do expect that. The first area that I'll look at is a negative 27 fib extension down the bottom there at 91.93 for the DXY. If we don't get a convincing movement to the upside over the course of tonight into tomorrow night's probably the most. We'll have a look at this. So tomorrow night, our live session at 7:30 Melbourne time, 7:30 p.m. And we'll have a good look at the DXY and a lot of these regulated market pairs over the course of that live session tomorrow. However, with the DXY, like I said, I am expecting some more further downside movement. We could get a flurry to the upside to really retest that 23.6 area over the course of the next couple of hours. However, it's not looking great for the DXY. And we are moving towards the middle band or the middle area of that level of demand at the moment. So looking towards that downwards area at negative 27.2. Happy to be wrong, but that's where the bias is. It is a bearish bias for obvious reasons. We have been making lower highs and lower lows over the course of this descent on the DXY, and that looks to be continuing if we don't get a change drastically over the next couple of days. But that really concludes our update. Like I said, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Every like, every subscription helps us out a lot. All of our links are down below in the description. I hope you guys have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow night on our live session. See you then.